and welcome to this presentation on life at Kent. My name is Naomi and I'll be taking you through all of the different things that we can offer you at Kent and what it's like to be a Kent student. So first of all, I just want to focus a little bit on why the University of Kent, what's so special about us and what can we do for you. So we have won multiple different awards which make us a really excellent institution. So we've got the gold in the Teaching Excellence Framework, which means we're consistently outstanding at our teaching, but we're also ranked top 20 for our research, which can have a really big impact on your time as a student. So it's definitely something to take into account. We've also won the Outstanding Library Team at the Times Higher Education Awards, as well as the Outstanding Student Support Award as well for 2 years running. And this is something I'll go into a bit more detail a bit later on, because it's something that we really emphasise here at Kent, and we really want to support our students whilst they're at university. We've got two study locations in the UK, in Canterbury and in Medway. They're both beautiful spaces, as you can see in the pictures on the screen. So Canterbury is a really nice, wide, open green space, and you can walk for miles through the fields around the campus. And we've had the recently renovated Templeman Library on that campus. Medway also has beautiful surroundings with the River Medway right next to it, and it's based on a Royal Navy base and also with the dockyard close by. So it's a really nice location with really beautiful surroundings. We also have study locations in Europe, so if you're interested in postgraduate study or potentially doing a summer school or something like that, you might get to experience our centres in Brussels or Paris. We've also got lots of opportunities for you to study abroad in terms of our Erasmus scheme, which is soon be changing, but definitely opportunities to travel to Europe. We have a study abroad programme with partnerships with over 139 universities in 39 countries, and lots of options to study abroad in Europe elsewhere as well. So definitely take this into account when you're looking at courses, looking around, have a look at those year abroad options that we have. But of course, today, what we'll mostly be covering is life as a Kent student and how you will experience that. So first of all, we just want to mention our collegiate system that we have here at the University of Kent and how you'll experience that as a Kent student. We're one of only 8 universities in the UK with a collegiate system. And all this means is that we have colleges, you're a part of one of those colleges, and they're there to support you throughout your time at university. They represent the students' interests, and they also organise lots of different activities for you to do. And it's a great place, a great way that we can support you through your time at university and make sure you're being looked after. But also, there are lots of other things that we do to try and support you whilst you're at university. This includes things like academic, employability, and social support as well. So we're just going to go through some of those really quickly. In terms of academic support, we have fantastic facilities such as our Templeman Library on the Canterbury campus. So you can see here a photograph. It's been recently renovated. It looks really, really nice. It's in the heart of our campus and there's lots and lots of space to study. It's zoned into quiet and silent areas as well as a social space. So you can decide where you want to go to study depending on what you're doing. There's group study rooms and rooms where you can go and access PCs. And you get access with your Kent One card, so it is open for 24-hour periods during term time if you've got lots to do for study or if it's exam period time. So loads of spaces to study at the library. Again, at Medway, we have a fantastic resource in the Drill Hall Library, which is one of the longest buildings in Europe, one of the longest libraries in Europe, with an extensive range of electronic resources there. Lots of PCs that you can go and sit down at. Virtual learning experiences as well are used by the Drill Hall Library, and a library cafe, of course, there for if you need a drink whilst you're studying. Other study support, so apart from our facilities, we also support you with these centralised groups. So we have the Student Learning Advisory Service and your Personal Academic Support System. With the Personal Academic Support System, this basically means that you'll have an academic advisor throughout your time at Kent to help support you and also to monitor your progression so that they can point you in the right direction if you are struggling. So they might point you towards the Student Learning Advisory Service that can offer one-to-one guidance, maths and stats clinics, help with academic writing if you're struggling with that transition after being in school or college. They also offer a range of learning resources and other workshops that they hold throughout the year just to help you and make sure you're ready for exams and you're ready to write those pieces of coursework, etc. We also have e-learning tools, which are obviously very, very important. You might have things like this at school, so something like Moodle, which is our virtual learning environment, where lecturers and seminar leaders can upload resources for you to use, as well as all of the lectures that they do, so you can come back to them at exam time when it comes to revising. There are also lots of other things that we have to enhance your degree whilst you're at university. Really want you to have a good time and get the most out of it as you can. So as a Kent student, you'll have access to co-curricular and extracurricular activities like those societies and sports clubs that we have. You'll also have access to our Study Plus scheme, which are short courses where you can study languages or creative subjects like photography and arts. They give you the option to do these things alongside your main degree, alongside your main subject. So a really fantastic opportunity to try something new whilst you're at university. We also have business and entrepreneurship opportunities where you can potentially, if you're thinking about starting your own business or want to learn more about that, you can get involved in those sorts of things. As we've mentioned, studying abroad is a great opportunity, and at the University of Kent, we really want to support you in doing that. Also, fantastic amount of volunteering opportunities. So this was something that I really enjoyed taking part in whilst at university, and it can really add to your CV and your skill set by taking part in these sorts of things. And this is what we'll support you in doing. These things, all of those enhancing things, can help you when you're thinking about your career and how employable you can make yourself and how to make yourself stand out. Not only do you have those things that you can add to your CV, but it will also support you directly when it comes to finding a career for yourself. So we have the Careers and Employability Service, which run their services throughout your studies and up to 3 years after you graduate. With the Careers and Employability Service, you can go there and have a one-to-one if you're not quite sure what you want to do. They can give you careers advice. Or if you know exactly what you want to do, you can go and see them. They can help you and support you in finding the right job for you, knowing where to look for vacancies, and offering other resources as well. So definitely make use of that as a Kent student. We also have a nationally recognised employability point scheme. This is where you can do work experience and volunteering. These build up to points, which mean that you can win things such as work experience, internships, and other prizes as well, which can be really, really useful when thinking about what job you want to go into and having things to add on to your CV. The Careers and Employability Service also run an employability festival every year that you'll have access to as a Kent student. The Employability Festival runs over 2 weeks on both campuses at different times of the year. And it means that you can go to workshops about specific career paths that you might be interested in, figure out whether it's right for you, and then also get the chance to go to a careers fair where you can speak to those people, find out a bit more about specific companies, get some business cards, and start networking ready for the world of work. But not only do we support you academically and with your employability, but we also want to be supporting you every step of the way in all other aspects of your life as well. So we have a student support and wellbeing service, which is centralised for you to support with any sensory impairments, specific learning difficulties, mobility difficulties, or any social communication difficulties. But also anything to do with distress arising from psychological, emotional, or mental health issues. So they are there, they are always there throughout the year. You can pop in to see them or go online and speak to them as much as you can. If you do need their help, they are there to support you. They do also run things like workshops and mindfulness sessions throughout the year, which can be really, really useful, especially when it comes to stressful times of the year, like exam period. We also have health services on campus, on the Canterbury campus, our medical centre, pharmacy and nursing service. And on the Medway campus, our medical room in the Medway building, and also the Sunlight Centre surgery that you have access to. So if you do need any health support, you can go and see them. Other support on campus includes our chaplaincy, which there's a chapel in the Elliott College and a mosque on the Canterbury campus, and a faith space and Medway chaplain on the Medway campus. The Kent Union and GKS Union also offers, so our students union also offer an advice centre for any other queries that you might have to do with academic struggles or welfare, finance or housing, and they're completely separate from the university. So you can go and see them if there is something that you don't feel you can come to the university to talk about. So here's a little bit more about the Students' Union and what they do. So as I mentioned, they do offer that advice and support with all of those different things. On the Canterbury campus, there's an on-campus nursery and also a housing service to support you finding your house once you need to do that, potentially in your second or your third year. But they also do things to do with employability. So they offer a job shop to help you find part-time work or work over the summer holidays. And this really helps. They do quite a lot of recruitment fairs and employ 620 students themselves with their various different catering outlets and other things that they do on campus. They also run a lot of our social life. So on the Canterbury campus, we have the Venue nightclub, and on Medway, we have the Deep End and the Student Hub. These are both run by our student unions, where they run lots of different events for you to meet new people and also just have a good time. So a great opportunity there. The other ways that that Students' Union help you and support you are by running and supporting your societies and sports clubs. So as a Kent student, you'll have access to all of these different groups. These run from cultural societies to performance societies like arts, theatre, singing, all of those sorts of things, political societies if you're interested in that. Also free academic societies that you can join, and also things of interest like baking potentially, or even more interesting things like the Hogwalk Society and anything you can really think of. You can also have the opportunity to make your own society if there is one that you can think of and it isn't available. And you can join these in the first week of study at the Freshers' Fair. Also sports, so we have lots of different sports clubs that you can join. In your first year, these you'll get a free sports membership, so you can join these sports clubs and give it a go. If you're an experienced sports person, this is also a great opportunity to develop your skills or be a sports leader of one of those clubs. Or even if you've not even tried one of these sports before, this is a great opportunity to give it a go. And we really do support all people of different strengths to do with sports. We also have lots of facilities on campus to do with sports, so you will get that free sports membership in your first year, whether you're on the Canterbury or Medway campus. On the Canterbury campus, you'll get access to our sports pavilion and our gym on campus, and again you can join those clubs that we've mentioned just a minute ago. And on the Medway campus, you will get access to Medway Park, which is a sports facility close by to campus, so you could join those various different sports classes, join the outdoor facilities that we have, and do as much as possible whilst you're at Kent. Something else which we really do emphasise here at Kent is our arts facilities, extracurricular arts, making sure that you're taking part in this if this is something that you're interested in, and giving you the opportunity to try out something new. So we have lots of different choirs and orchestras that you can join. We have a dedicated music hall on the Canterbury campus called the Collar Ferguson, and there's plenty of music performance spaces on our Medway campus too. So if you are interested in art, then it's definitely a great place for you to come and make sure that you get to continue that whilst you're at university alongside your studies. Now, we couldn't finish the presentation without talking about eating. So we've got lots of places that you can eat whilst you're on campus. And we've got 11 restaurants, cafes and bars to choose from. So lots and lots of choice, ranging from veggie and vegan options to burgers and chips, but also more healthy options like salad. Lots of places to get coffee on campus as well. Obviously, you might need that with how busy you might be as a Kent student. And then we've also got 2 co-op convenience stores on campus, which are really handy if you need to pick up something for lunch. And you can get a flex catering package and enjoy half price on food. And this can be part of your accommodation package. Medway equally has lots of places that you can go and grab a coffee or get a sandwich. They've got #1 bistro in Rochester Building and the Deep End at the Student Hub, and also the Galvanizing Shop Cafe at the Dockyard site as well. So again, you can take opportunities in that flex catering package, so do have a look into that if that's something you're interested in. In terms of getting around campus, it is really easy to do. So we're really lucky that our campuses are quite central to the cities that they're close to. You can get around by bike really easily, and we have bike hiring facilities and really useful bus routes as well. So on the Canterbury campus, you can really easily get into the Canterbury city centre by bus. And again, you can get to the closest towns of Medway in the same way, and you can get discounted tickets to do so. But also, I would like to mention that walking is a fantastic way to get around these are various different campuses. I really enjoyed walking to and from my uni house up into campus. It's a beautiful place to live, and it's a great chance to explore by walking. We want to support you as well, make sure you feel as safe as possible whilst you're on campus. So we do have a Safe Zone app, which gives you the opportunity to reach out to our security team if you need any help whilst you're on campus. Now, before we finish today, I just want to make a note and mention our location. So in Canterbury, we have a fantastic location that's so close to the coast. So if you like being by the sea, you just travel 25 minutes into Whitstable or Herne Bay and you can find the coast. And we're also only 54 minutes away from London, so really close by if you want to go and explore the big city. We've got the purple flag status for our mix of nighttime venues, and also the fact that we're a really safe environment in Canterbury, and lots of different social places to explore in our restaurants, bars, theatres, cinemas, galleries and museums. Canterbury is absolutely beautiful. I definitely recommend going and checking it out. In Medway, so Medway is made up of 5 towns: Chatham, Rochester, Gillingham, Strood and Rainham. And it's got one of the oldest cathedrals in England, the 2nd oldest cathedral, and that's where you'll be graduating. It's a 20-minute ride to London, so really not far, a bit closer than the Canterbury campus as well. So if you're wanting to be close to London, potentially the Medway campus is one for you. And it's got a range of theatres, cinemas and nightlife as well. So as a Kent student, you'd have access to all of those facilities there. So as a Kent student, we do want you to bring your ambition and an open mind. We really want you to join our world. And I'm just going to leave you with this short video.
When the whole world is changing, if you can come with ambition and an open mind, then anything is possible.
It's an opportunity to make connections and friendships that last a lifetime.
An opportunity to create a legacy.
I know what kind of world I want to live in, and it's not just going to happen.
We have to build our future.
Step out of your comfort zone.
And look forward to a better tomorrow.
Join our world at the University of Kent.